That's it. They're into the gate. And they're off, racing over 7 furlongs in the £150,000 Tattersalls October Auction Stakes. The newcomer Maria da Silva already detached at the back of the field. What's the Plan is also outpaced in the early stages. Over on the far side, Half Sovereign has taken the early lead. Runswick is showing speed, and so too is Rosa Inglaser. Those are the first 3 over on the far side. Rising Empire is just in behind that leading group, and so too is Harlequin Angel. Meanwhile, the group towards the near side being taken along by Castrillo, who races alongside Jel Pepper and True Test, and they're being followed by Boozy Brunch. And then the group right against the near side rail, headed now by Hungarian, then Accidental Bid, who's then being followed by Starlight Time, and then towards the near side is Blake Fell. They've got 3 furlongs to go, and it's Half Sovereign who's got a clear lead over on the far side. Half Sovereign has got the lead over Runswick, who races in second. Back in third is Rosa Inglaser, and then Calori Forever, who is staying on towards the near side. Jel Pepper has gone clear of this group, being followed now by Hungarian into second. Castrillo is in third, and then Blake Fell racing down towards the final furlong. On the far side, that is Half Sovereign. On the near side, Jel Pepper now racing into third position. Calori Forever. They've got another 100 yards to go, split by the width of the course. Jel Pepper on the near side. Jel Pepper near side wins. On the far side, Half Sovereign, followed then by Rising Empire, who is staying on late.
Jel Pepper has won the valuable Tattersalls sales race. If he'd worn his tongue tie, if you'd have all been able to get that tongue tie, and would have been saying that bouncing back to form is down to the tongue tie, yeah. But he's done it without it.
Well, sort of luckily we couldn't get on. No, he's messing around so much in the box. I just said, guys, we leave him alone, because he's quite tricky, as people have probably seen. He's not the most straightforward. And the jockey at home's done the most amazing job, jockeys, and yeah, it's quite hard to keep a lid on. He hasn't been straightforward, so really delighted with today.
Why had you reached for the tongue tie?
That's a very good question, and we have these heart monitors, they're new things. And I worked him in a tongue tie last time out, and it said he recovered a lot better with the tongue tie on.
Right.
And the jockey said he didn't need one, and he doesn't need one. He doesn't make any noise at all. Okay. And I just thought, you know, you try, you know, in this game, you just try and get every kind of inch you possibly can, and it just might make a difference. That's why we thought we'd put it on, but he wouldn't let us, so it didn't go on.
Yeah, well, I mean, absolutely. I mean, it's not always the wind, is it, for the tongue tie? People do try and get edges in different ways, but obviously he didn't need it today. What did Colin say about the race itself? Because it must have been quite tricky to ride. A, the conditions, and B, with the main rival across the other side of the track. Yeah,
he's very worried he was on the wrong side, and he said the horse was very game the whole way, and he's run a cracker, and we probably think about the Horace Hill now or something like that.
And were you worried that he'd got a bit lost after the July Stakes? Because that was such a good run then.
No, I was. He didn't. You know, we went to Ireland. He was drawn on the wrong side. There were 5 lengths in front of him on the other side, and he ran a very good race. And then at Doncaster, he sort of almost ran green. There were a wall of horses, and he you know, because he's quite a sensitive soul. There's a sort of wall of horses, and he just didn't, you know, he just didn't have any confidence. So I said to Colin today, whatever you do, just get daylight. Let's keep it simple. Just go forward and get daylight. There's a big tailwind, and just keep it simple, and it sort of paid off.
It really worked. So you mentioned the Horace Hill. Quite often it's quite deep ground there. Would he be able to deal with that?
I'm not sure. I think he probably will. I think he obviously has a bit of preference for cutting the ground, and you know, he's got his confidence now, and we'd be silly not to give him a go in that, because he's a very good horse. He isn't a horse in training sale, but you know, unfortunately for me, but I don't think we've seen his limit yet, and I'd love to give him a go in the Horace Hill.
So you're making your bid to hold on to him essentially, because you think there's more to come.
Yeah, I do. I think he's a very good horse. I just think he got lost in his last couple of races, and today he's put it all together, and I think, you know, he's going away there at the end. I think he's, you know, he's done it the hard way, and I think he's got a lot more to come. I really do. And he's very well bred too.
And earlier, Princess Rascal also putting it all together. Are you hoping to pick up some black type with her maybe before the end of the season?
Yeah, I think there's a Group 3 that. So we've given her some fancy entries this year, and it hasn't paid off. So there was a Group 3 a mile 2 at the end of the month, and we didn't put her in, so we'll probably have to supplement.
Okay.
Yeah.
And ultimately, do you think she might get a mile and a half?
We have tried that. She's got a lot of speed. Some of the guys at home think, you know, a mile and a quarter is her limit, but after today, we definitely won't give it a go this year. We will next year. You know, hopefully she'll just get better and better.
Yeah, she looks like a horse that's got plenty of upside yet to her. Now, you're on a particular roll. Last time I saw you had two horses running really well at Salisbury, both winners so far today. You've got a third runner, Echo of Stars in the maiden. What can we expect from him?
He's a very nice horse. The race at Ascot's worked out. I think the second and third have both won. He ran very green that day, not like one of ours, sort of being pushed after 3 furlongs. And my daughter normally says hello to him in the box, but she said in the last 3 weeks, Daddy, since in the last couple of weeks he tries to bite me instead of being my friend. So we've clearly woken him up, and I hope today I'll put it together. But he's a lovely horse, and I think he'll run a nice race.
Okay, well, very best of luck on the treble, and congratulations on the double already in the bag.
Really kind. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.